At sea, an aircraft carrier is often described as a floating city. That comparison isn't poetic, it's operational. With roughly 5,000 sailors living and working in a confined steel structure, the ship must replicate the basic functions of a city every single day: power generation, water purification, waste management, medical care, and perhaps most demanding of all, food production. Before dawn, long before flight operations begin, the ship's culinary machinery is already awake. Feeding 5,000 people means preparing nearly 17,000 meals a day, accounting for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and night shifts. There are no restaurants to outsource to, no emergency deliveries once the ship is underway. Every ingredient, every calorie, and every plate must be planned weeks or even months in advance. The scale is staggering. Eggs are measured not by dozens but by pallets. Flour is tracked by the ton. Milk, vegetables, meat, and frozen goods are loaded during port calls with precision because storage space is finite and replenishment opportunities are limited. A single miscalculation can ripple forward, affecting morale and performance. Unlike civilian cities, the carrier cannot pause. Operations run 24 hours a day. Sailors eat in shifts based on watch rotations, flight schedules, and maintenance cycles. The galley must stay synchronized with the rhythm of the ship. Breakfast doesn't end when lunch begins. Both overlap. Midnight rations matter just as much as morning coffee. The food itself serves a purpose beyond nutrition. It's one of the few comforts sailors have in an environment defined by noise, steel, and routine. A hot meal anchors the day. It signals normalcy in an otherwise extreme setting. Commanders understand this well. Morale can rise or fall with the quality and consistency of meals. The galley aboard an aircraft carrier operates more like an industrial plant than a kitchen. Stainless steel corridors replace countertops. Conveyor systems, massive ovens, and industrial mixers dominate the space. Every movement is deliberate. Every role is defined. Culinary specialists are trained not just to cook, but to manage volume under pressure. A single breakfast might require preparing thousands of eggs, hundreds of pounds of potatoes, and gallons of coffee served hot, on time, and consistently. Mistakes aren't small here. Overcook one batch and hundreds of sailors notice. Underestimate demand and lines back up instantly. Time management is everything. While one team serves breakfast, another is already prepping lunch. A third is planning dinner. Night crews clean, restock, and reset the galley while most of the ship sleeps. The cycle never stops. Menus are carefully engineered. Nutritionists and planners balance calories, protein, and variety. Meals must fuel physically demanding jobs: flight deck crews, engineers, mechanics, while avoiding monotony. Rotating menus prevent fatigue. Familiar comfort foods appear regularly, but surprises are woven in to keep morale high. Sanitation is uncompromising. On a ship, illness spreads fast. Food safety protocols are stricter than most civilian kitchens. Temperatures are logged. Surfaces are inspected. Waste is tracked and disposed of methodically. Cleanliness is not cosmetic, it's mission critical. Space constraints add complexity. Storage areas are stacked floor to ceiling. Fresh food is prioritized early in deployments. Frozen and preserved items become more important as time passes. Creative substitutions are sometimes required. And culinary teams must adapt without letting sailors feel the shift. Despite the scale, the process remains human. Sailors learn preferences. They notice which meals lift spirits after long shifts. A well-timed dessert or special meal can reset morale after exhausting operations. On an aircraft carrier, food is not a background function, it is a strategic enabler. Well-fed sailors work longer, think clearer, and recover faster. Poor nutrition, inconsistency, or dissatisfaction ripple outward, affecting efficiency across departments. Leadership understands this connection deeply. When operations intensify, meal schedules adjust, portions increase. Comfort foods appear more often. The galley responds to the emotional temperature of the ship as much as the operational one. Food also builds community. In a rigid hierarchy, the mess decks are one of the few places where ranks overlap. Sailors from different departments sit side by side. These shared moments matter. They reinforce cohesion in ways briefings never can. Special meals mark time. Holidays at sea are defined by food traditional dishes that reconnect sailors to home. These moments aren't luxuries. They are psychological anchors. They remind crews that they are seen, valued, and remembered, even thousands of miles from shore. The logistics behind this effort rarely make headlines, yet failure here would be immediately felt. A carrier can launch aircraft without fanfare, but it cannot function if its crew is hungry, exhausted, or demoralized. As deployments stretch on, the galley becomes a stabilizing force. Its consistency counters uncertainty. Its routines create structure. Its successes, quiet, repetitive, and visible, are among the ship's most important achievements. In the end, preparing 17,000 meals a day isn't about food alone. It's about sustaining humans in an extreme environment. It's about proving that even inside a massive warship, care, planning, and attention to daily needs remain essential.